Welcome to Primal Survival. On today's episode, I will be starting my introduction to wild edibles. So I'm right here in my backyard in southwest Missouri, and I already see a ton of them all around me. So we're just going to go through them, and I'm going to collect them in this stainless steel pot. Then at the end of the video, I'm going to boil them into a stew and add some salt and pepper and see what it all tastes like. These are very common plants. They grow all over the United States. Ready to eat and easy to identify. So stay tuned for the introduction of wild edibles. Okay, so the first one I found here is wild garlic. There's a ton of it around me. These long, looks like they look like long blades of grass, almost like a tulip almost. But look down here. You get down to the stalk, it looks like a green onion. That right there is wild garlic, friends. So what you want to do, you want to get a stick like this, you know, dig it out some. Let me see, where's that thing? I'm trying to film and dig at the same time. Dang. So let's see if I can get this out in one piece. There we go. Look at that, it's actually a pretty big one. Very nice plant. So I took the liberty already and I pulled up some others. These are going to be the foundational taste of the stew that I'm going to put together. Look at that, I got ticks on me. Look at this tick. Where's that thing? Oh, well, put your bug spray on, folks. Essential oils, eucalyptus, cinnamon, clove, peppermint, usually keep them off. Alright, let's go find the next one. Alright, here we have the second one I found. Now this one is Dandelion. Doesn't that look like that what you buy at Walmart in the spring mix? That's it, Dandelion. It's good for cleaning the liver, lots of vitamins and minerals. It can get bitter, but I personally like the bitter. If you find it growing in the shade, which this one actually is, it tends to reduce the bitterness. So let's go ahead and harvest all this. Let's get all this here. But I want a lot of dandelion. So I'm gonna have to find some more, but now that one was eaten by some bugs. They got to it before I did. Alright, yeah, dandelion. There it is. You can tell it by the yellow flowers. You can actually eat the yellow flowers. Hopefully I can find some. And I'll throw those in there, make a pretty stew. Alright, let's go find the next one. Okay, so we found the third ingredient for our soup. And this right here is called wood sorrel. Now it looks like a little clover, and if you're not careful, you might be deceived. But this here is these are little hearts. The clovers are round, but you can eat clovers. I hope I find a big patch of normal clover, white clover. But see this here, little hearts upside down. Very good stuff. This tastes awesome. Tastes like sour apple. It's almost kind of sweet in its own way. So let's get all this for the soup. And of course I'm gonna wash all this stuff off really good. Gots to. Here's a whole nother patch right here. Here's another patch here. Now see, if you were in a survival situation and you didn't catch any fish, or you didn't catch any squirrels or rabbits or birds or anything, you could eat this. And this here is actually going to give you a lot of vitamins and minerals. In fact, even if you do catch birds and fish and squirrels or whatever, you want to eat this stuff because it is high in micronutrients. All your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, the stuff that really helps, you know, produce hormones and all the, you know, the building blocks that help to hold the fats, proteins, and help you burn the carbohydrates and brain function and all kinds of stuff. So alright, let's find the next one. Okay, so here's another one right here. I believe it's number 4. This is one I was really excited about. I just learned about this one this year. This one is called Purple Dead Nettle. Now, that's kind of a scary name, hence the word dead. But dead actually means it won't sting you. It means this, it has no, you know, like stinging nettle. This one's called dead nettle because it got no bite to it. It's dead. It's not going to sting you. So look at that beautiful little plant, nice and fresh and crisp. Let me harvest some of these here. Look at these nice little guys. They're gonna give me all the micronutrients and vitamins I need to keep on going. Man, I've already picked like 10 ticks off of me and I can feel one on my stomach right now. But you just gotta throw them in the soup too for some extra protein. Oh man, come on buddy, get off me. Let me see, what's this one here? That's another one there. Okay, they actually smell kind of like kale a little bit. And you can just eat them just straight. But I want to make a soup out of them just for fun. You know, make a little fire, pop a pot on it with some, of course I'm going to wash all this stuff. Ooh, there's a good one right there. Okay. All right, pot's getting full of veggies. Let's find the next one. Okay, so right next to the purple dead nettles, which there's still a few nice ones here I should grab, there was this one called Plantain. Now you can tell Plantain, it got these, it's very common, it's everywhere, you know, in people's backyards, along the road, all kinds of stuff. I definitely want to find the ones out in the woods, but they got these little stems that come up, these little flowers that ultimately produce seeds. There you go. So this is really good for your urinary tract. So yeah, so these are medicinal as well. So the best cure for any disease is to prevent it. So, or that's what herbs are. Herbs are preventative. If you can get into the herbal lifestyles and adopt fresh foraged greens, if you got that option, you are going to be doing really good for yourself. Your body's going to love you. You're going to extend your life and the quality of life while you're here. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so while looking for new ones, I found another score here of some really nice looking wood sorrel and more purple dead nettle. So I'm gonna try to, you know, get enough to eat. You know, this isn't a tasting, this is a feasting. So you got to capitalize. Get some of those buggers in there. Just a few more. Now let's see if we can just find the chickweed, because I saw some over here before. Now it's called chickweed. Here's a whole bunch of it, and it's getting leggy. I'm gonna try to find some stuff closer to the ground. All right, here it is. Chickweed. Here's a nice patch. It is just abundant over here like crazy. Man, there's a really nice patch right there. So let's go for this patch. So chickweed. Got little tiny white flowers. Let me get you a good specimen here. That's chickweed. There you go. So that's going to go in the stew pot. Now these little buggers are really small and tender. They're not nice big leaves to make a good feast. So I'm just going to grab them by the handfuls here. Hopefully I don't get anything else in there but the chickweed. These are really leggy little buggers. Oh, here's some really fresh stuff. It's almost like bean sprouts, they look like. I mean, you pull them up like that. Sorry for the bad filming. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. Chickweed. Chickweed for the win. Some more. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, that pot's getting full, but this is all going to wilt down. Look at this huge field of it. There is a lot, but it is getting dried out and burnt from the sun. But I don't want that stuff. I want the nice tender stuff. Alright, let's see if we can find some other ones. Alright, so here's another one. It's not as big of a patch as I would like, because I really like to eat clover. Clover is really nice to eat. You never think about it. But see how that's different from the little hearts? I'll show you later, but you want the ones with the little chevrons on them. Round, oval leaves, little chevron on them. Now, I don't know if this is red clover or white clover. It hasn't put up any little flowers yet, but either one is fine to eat. If you actually eat the red clovers, that's really good for women. Red clover is nice for hormonal imbalances in women. You can eat that, help the women out in your life, all that good stuff. Oh, here's a little more dandelion. Might as well grab that while I'm down here. Get some of these clovers. You know, at least I can say they're in there. Here's a few more. Yeah, I found a really big patch over there in the town I live in, Midtown, and I should go back there and just make a pure clover soup. That'd be delicioso. All right, there we go. See if we can find another one. Okay, so here we are. I cleaned the Bounty, picked all the leaves off, cut up the wild garlic, built a little cooking fire. Now see how I have it here? This is a good way you can do it. You get 2 medium-sized logs, and they're gonna burn slower. So that can actually be a nice little base and platform you put the stew pot on. Then you can use small sticks like this here, and you just feed it a little bit to keep the fire going, and you can actually keep the fire at a manageable heat with just small fuel. So you stick that in there. And yeah, that's gonna come to a boil, and we're gonna taste it. It's gonna be awesome. I got a little surprise for you too when I come back. I just found a tick on me. Have fun in hell, buddy. Okay, so now I made a cooking fire. The soup is coming to a rolling boil. You definitely want to boil this stuff because there could be some dirt that's left that I could have missed, and dirt can hold parasites. So boil your food if you're ever surviving or in the wild. So a nice little cooking fire. You got 2 bigger logs that won't burn as quick holding it up. Then you can feed smaller fuel in between it to manage the heat ratio. So this is boiling really nice. We got those nice lovely pieces of garlic in there. This is full of micronutrients and enzymes, vitamins, minerals. Your body really likes this stuff. You know, it's already starting to look kind of like cooked spinach. Look at that, we're already at a boil. So I'm gonna let this go for a little while longer. And that's wild edible soup. But check this out. Look what I got as the kicker. Let's put one of these in there. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking some macronutrients, some carbohydrates. 20 cents a packet. Watch this. You know what? I wasn't going to, but I'm actually going to put the flavor in there. I'll put the flavor in there. Lost most of it, but that's all right. We got chicken, top ramen, chicken of the woods. Come on, get on there, get on there. Now this is fun. This is nothing but fun right here. Don't threaten me with a good time surviving in the wild. Burn that, take care of that. So this is almost done. Oh, it smells fantastic. Woodland pho. This is it right here. Or pho, woodland pho. Wild Missouri pho. Maybe I should open up a restaurant out here. That would be awesome. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Alright, so I'm gonna let that cook a little more, and then I'll be right back at you with the tasting. Alright, one last look at the cooking fire. See how I have this set up? I got the logs suspended between the two, or the rocks around it. The pho is done, the pho. See, and it just goes. See that nice flame? It just goes right over it, right there. And that's how you make a cooking fire. I'll make another video on fires. I'll have a whole series on different kinds of fires and how to make them. Look at that, bring it to a boil again. All right, let's have a taste. Let's see here. Turn this around. Oh yeah. Wow, man, that is good. You can tell that wild garlic added a lot to this. That is really good. There are some earthy tones, but bright and fresh actually. This is some high-class stuff. All right. Well, thank you for watching Primal Survival. This was the introduction to wild edibles. Tune in next time, and I'm going to go through every wild edible I can find in my town. And that's going to be quite a bit. So, all right. See you soon. All right. So here we go. That's a big bloom of dead nettle with a bite of this. What we got? It's so good. It's al dente. Tastes like spinach or something. Let me show you one of the real delicious parts. I'm gonna try to find one of them onions. Or garlic, I mean. Look at that. That's that big bugger we picked. Here he goes. Y'all gotta try this. You gotta try it. You gotta go out and you gotta find it and try it. But only eat plants that you know what they are. You can't identify a plant, don't eat it no matter what.